following is a special presentation. From the Captain Esports Network.
Built in the late 1980s, it is the Phoenix Raceway, a 1 mile diamond in the desert. Let me correct myself. NASCAR started racing in the 1980s there. The track was actually built back in the 1960s. But either way, it is a fun raceway called Phoenix Raceway. And tonight, it is round number 2 of the GLSR Premier Series presented by Downrange Transport as we welcome you in to a very warm Phoenix Raceway. We watch a car spin right in front of us. Race number 2 starts now here on the Captain Esports Network. I'm the Captain as we get ready to go after a wild first race at Auto Club Speedway. A very clean race, by the way, which had all of one caution. Now tonight, can we emulate that? Going to be a little tougher. Phoenix is a tricky track. Got 2 different types of corners with 2 different degrees of banking and a dog leg in the middle. And, of course, plenty of racing from the bottom all the way to the top, and even some will use the apron tonight when it comes to racing here at the Phoenix Raceway. Again, this track is a tricky one. It has a very tricky pit road, and it's going to come down to track position, tough passing, and the track will get slick here throughout this evening as we get ready for 150 laps here this evening. Last week, Wednesday night, Stephen Miles continued his hot trend, even though it's been a couple months separate, as he won the finale of season number 2 of the Downrange Transport Premier Series at Homestead Miami Speedway. He went and won the Clash, which was the exhibition race, and then he showed up at Auto Club Speedway and went to victory lane again, becoming the first driver in history of the series to win the finale and the first race the following season. Can he go back to back and win the second race of the season tonight? I think he obviously is going to be one of the favorites, but let's take a look at the schedule because it's going to get interesting from here. Phoenix tonight, and then next week, how about Martinsville Speedway? We hit the short track for the second time ever in GLSR history. The paperclip there for 238 laps, and then it's the Pocono Raceway after Easter. Charlotte Motor Speedway there on April the 10th, and then Sonoma for the first time ever in this series history. I'm still blown away when I talked to Sean Peachin on the podcast this week. When he told me that, I was like, wait, what? This is the first time we've ever run Sonoma? Never thought about that. But either way, that is what is coming up here in the next few weeks as we get ready to go here, of course, tonight, though, from the Phoenix Raceway after Miles went to victory lane. However, last night, I know Miles didn't want to probably hear about this, so I'm going to keep him out of here for a second. Is Miles even, he might not even be in this chat for me to talk to. I was going to talk to Miles. We all know about how you get out there and you run in multiple leagues, right? And one of the toughest things you can do is come off of a league race where something bad happens, and you have to come back and race the next night and try to get rid of that heartbreak or whatever, right? Kind of hard to do on iRacing because, I mean, you're running the next night. Some can put it behind them, some can't. Now, I hate to bring this up, but Miles last night had a very, very tough championship race in another league that came down to the last few laps and unfortunately fell up short due to some accidents and stuff that happened at Talladega. So hopefully, for his sake, he'll be able to put that behind him as we go into tonight, but we will have to see when it's all said and done. We'll know very quickly as he gets to qualifying. Right now, though, he sits P16 in practice out of 28, but knowing him, probably doing a lot of race runs right now. But one of the big topics, of course, also last week was a little bit of drama. The boxing ring was active real quickly between Brandon Maciejewski and Lucas Strayer, and I've been asked in some of my surveys and stuff that we've done here in recent times I need to promote the drama. So I'm here to promote the drama, Luke Strayer. So I bring you into chat here. Of course, get ready to qualify literally in a couple of seconds here. I must ask, after last week, have we gotten over the whole deal at Auto Club Speedway? If not, we're going to see some different racing between you and the 93?
No comment.
No comment. That is fair. What do we expect for tonight?
I'm just going to go out here and turn some laps, man. All I want to do is just finish the race.
All right. So, how's the car feel?
It's a bit tight, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it gets. I don't know what time we're starting this race at, so I can hope it gets towards sunset, but I don't think we're going to get there.
All right.
Yeah, we might. We're at what, 3:45? So no, that's not possible. Never mind.
All right. Fair enough. Well, hey, best of luck here tonight. Figured I'd bring you up and talk for a second, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You too. And that being Lucas Strayer. Nothing wrong with keeping it a little hush-hush. As cars are out on track here for qualifying. And let's let's find a car here and get on board with. Let's start with the 56 of Caden Atkins. The Supra, as he gets a little loose there off the corner. Down what used to be the front straightaway now into the back straightaway. Going to bring it way up there onto the top side here and should cut it right down to the pit wall here. It's a little tricky getting around this track in qualifying. Shoots the dog leg back up to the top of the track as Rosenberg on the pole right now with a 28 flat pretty much. You're going to need to run a 27 to get the pole. I'm just going to put that out there now. So we'll see if the second lap is faster than the first. Well, I think Caden has called it a lap, basically. It's over with. Fastest car in practice is this 87 car. Say hello to Justin Michael. Not sure who this guy is, but he showed up with a hot rod. It's Peyton Johnson right now, P1. Strayer goes P1 with a 79. Well, let's see if Michael here's in the purple down there at the bottom. Boom, 27.69. Hello. Welcome to the series, Justin Michael. As other cars just getting out there on the track, got 5 minutes here to qualify. Brandon Maciejewski slots in P13 with his lap. Dalton Carter out on track right now. Scott Patton running 5th right now in his first lap, a 27.98. And he is one and done in the Stone River 46 car. Here's Joey Ladiseur. And since he is done with qualifying here, let's bring Brandon up real quickly. And Brandon, you got a copy, bud?
I do. How's it going?
I'm good, buddy. Hey, so obviously a little bit of drama last week there towards the end of the race. Are you expecting anything different tonight if you guys get around each other racing, or are we just going to get out there and just race?
No, we're just going out there to race, man. What happened last week was last week. I mean, obviously we're going to drive it hard, just like we did last week, and try to put her in victory lane again. Not a great qualifying lap for me, but, you know, we'll just try to focus on race pace and see what we can do.
Well, you didn't qualify well last week either, and you finished second.
Yeah, well, last week was not qualifying at all, so.
So you're upgraded a little bit.
Hey.
Man, so how slick's the track out there? I know a couple weeks ago I broadcasted an Xfinity race here, basically, and it was, after about 20 laps, tough to pass.
Yeah, Phoenix is always that way. It's going to be just managing the tires and making sure you're trying to get the runs off the corners, trying to get the pass made before you get into the corner, because the momentum really means a lot through the corner. So we're just going to try to set them up and knock them down. Well
done, man. Well, hey, best of luck here tonight. Obviously, you're going to start deep, it looks like here, but you got 150 laps, so actually plenty of time to get to the front.
Yeah, let's get some green flag racing under our belt.
All right, sounds good, buddy. Best of luck.
Thanks, man. Take it easy.
You too. Brandon Maciejewski starting, looks like deep in the field, as he is in the GZ racing team.
CMR.
CMR. I was close, but yet so far away. And Justin looking pretty good here, as everybody has pretty much ran a qualifying lap. So Justin Michael, first start, first pole for him. Congratulations. And looks like Diego Sainz having some computer issues was second fastest in practice. And the question looks like, can they change the motor before the race begins here shortly? And we'll have to see, but unfortunate deal there for the 44. But we'll check on the update there, and let's go trackside now for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, great job on the national anthem. And let's take a look at the starting lineup here. From the Phoenix Raceway on the pole, Justin Michael, first career start for the driver out of Virginia with a 27.69.7. On the front row with Lucas Strayer starting on the outside. Stephen Miles, row number 2, will start alongside Peyton Johnson as he continues his great qualifying start to the season. Jonathan Tuckness, Brandon Alphin, row 3. Devin Hargett, Sean Peach in row 4. Scott Patton, another driver making his debut tonight there alongside Alex Bryson. Tyler Pluff, he'll start there in row number 6 alongside Joey Ladisor. Dylan Rosenberg and Cam Ingram in row 7. Row 8, Brian Sutphin, Jacob Thornton. Jason Dalton, Sam Barnes in row 9. Row 10, Richard Midkiff, Dalton Carter. Tanyan Sutphin, Kate Atkins, Brandon Maciejewski, Luke Simonson. Sparling. Lane Sparling, by the way, making his return to Season 4 champ. His first starts in a couple seasons here. 25th with Cedric Ingram, Ethan Gregory, Tyler Brewer, and Diego's logged in, but he's not in the race as of right now, which is unfortunate. Looks like he'll not be able to run the race. 150 laps tonight, 150 miles. You see the pace cars already in. 78 degrees, the track temp, or the, I should say the temperature in the sky, and I think it is iRacing default weather as we come to the green flag. As Michael and Strayer bring them off of turn 4 into the restart zone as the green flag will come out. Race 2 of GLSR's Downrange Transport Series is green for the desert. Our cameras presented by TrackCams22.com. You can check them out online on Facebook and the iRacing forums at TrackCams22.com, and you see them spread out 3 and 4 wide through 1 and 2. Then they got to funnel down the back straightaway here for the first time. They come by to complete lap number 2 as Patton trailing Hargett and already to the front. New leader, at least trying to get the lead, Jonathan Tuckness in the Toyota. That 94 car to the outside lane. See if he can diamond off the corner here, bring it back towards the bottom and sweep through and make the pass. And looks like he will do so. Smoothly 94 to the front on lap number 3. Stephen Miles, Peyton Johnson, Brandon Alphin. right there, fourth, fifth, or third, fourth, fifth, and then Sean Peach in there up to the sixth position. Everybody pretty much single file all the way back to 16th here as you see Brian Sutphin, the 26 inside Caden Atkins in the 56 car. Appreciate the viewers watching us so far here this evening. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new, of course, we appreciate you coming back and checking us out here on the stream. Has already 5 laps complete, and seeing Peyton Johnson now underneath of Stephen Miles for third. In all about track position here tonight, going to be very tough to pass, very slick racetrack. As we actually pull up the weather right now, let's see where we're at here. Of course, the iRacing default weather, 123-degree track temperature. And I brought this up on the podcast yesterday with Sean Peach, and this might favor Stephen Miles a little bit. I bring this up because a couple weeks ago, he ran a league race here, and the track temp was like 140. So, if anything, he's going to have a little bit of an advantage here with the sliding track and with the track position. So, we'll have to see here. But Peyton right now up to third early in this race as everybody getting kind of settled in here at the start. Let's check back here with Atkins and Dalton and Maciejewski, who's already up to the 18th position. Look at this 42 car. Jacob Thornton got the 11 on here in the timing scoring. He's in the 42 number. 14th position there as he battles Dylan Rosenberg. Dylan seeming to be pulling the Stephen Miles strategy of finding every league that I broadcast and showing up in it. Back here, teammates. For fourth, Brandon Alphin and Stephen Miles. Speaking of Miles, right there, Sean Peachin, the Spicy Schemes 69 car, running fourth, fifth, and sixth right here as we combine or complete lap 10. Scott Patton there behind them. Alex Bryson. See some cars getting loose already. This car can be very tricky here, of course, with the kind of slicker surface that's starting to show here with the track temp and with the wear on it. Of course, you got the dog leg. Look at that car bounce. Peachin hits the dog leg there. Tuckness out 0.3 of a second now over Michael. He's got about a second or so, second and a half on Peyton Johnson. He's got another second and a half on. On Tyler Pluff back here, rookie of the year from last season. He and Lucas Strayer. Lucas has fallen back 9 positions already since the start of this race. You heard him kind of mention that he wasn't so confident in this warmer surface and was hoping that maybe get some cloud cover or something to cool the track down. But right now, 11th position. He's got Tyler Pluff right there behind him so far in this race as Rosenberg and Dalton now side by side for 15th and 16th. As these guys all battled out, and I think we're going to see a battle for the lead here very shortly as Michael approaching back after this 94. Ooh, Tuckness sliding it up that track. He is truly running the diamond, if you will. You hear him downshift down to third gear. You'll hear some shifting here tonight. Back up to fourth gear as he brings it out of turn 3 and 4 across the start-finish line. His car porpoises off the apron here. Let's see if he sends it into turn 1 again. Sure does. Downshifts it back down to to a third gear. He's able to carry it off the corner. So good battle here for the lead. There's a couple good battles out here. There's Sean Peachin as he trails behind Stephen Miles in the 6th position right now. Joey Ladouceur, 23 car here. French-Canadian driver inside of Devin Hargett, the Dale Jr. number 8 paint scheme. It's a battle for 9th and 10th there. But 17 laps into 150 laps here at Phoenix. Obviously, depending on tire wear and stuff here, could make it on one stop to the finish of this race. I don't know that you want to do maybe a 2-stop strategy here potentially and pit at maybe lap 50. I think you're going to be playing risk by doing that. You will go a lap down easily, but otherwise I think you're going to try to save these tires a little bit and make them last for a very little bit here. Obviously, as we're 18 laps in, but Diego Sainz did make it back to the track, by the way. He is only a lap down, so great job by Diego Sainz to get back in this race after having some motor issues. Matter of fact, he is barely on the lead lap still, actually. So if anybody can use a yellow right now, it's going to be this guy, Diego Sainz, who's 29th, last car on the lead lap. And as you see, he's coming out of turn 2, and here come the leaders right now. So, oh, Tuckness puts himself in the wall. Got a little tail happy there. And the 87 going to try to pounce Michael. Going to go to the lead here. For now, Tuckness is still trying to race him here as you wonder how much damage he's got. You see the scratch marks on the right front. As Tuckness able to hold on. Let's go back here to 4th. Teammates back at it as Miles makes moves. 4th position for him. I don't have an exact number on fuel, Josh, but it's probably somewhere up near 85 laps. 85 to 90, I would think. So 20 laps complete. And caution on the track. Back here, Cedric Ingram, Richard Midkiff. Tyler Brewer's involved. Blaine Sparling in his return. Brings the caution out for the first time. At lap 22. All right, let's see what happens here to bring the caution out. Cedric up here in the 19 car running top side here with Midkiff. Who's that back there with some blinker fluid needed? I think it's Brewer. No, that's actually the 3 of Dalton Carter. And Midkiff's just going to slide up into the 19. Ooh, that's a lick. And then nowhere to go. Simonson barely misses. And we are going to see split strategy here. It looks like some cars coming to pit road and some cars not. We'll cover that here in a second. Let's get another replay here from the crash cam. And you're going to see Midkiff come off the line here and slide up and into Ingram here. It's almost like he thought he would be clear, and man, that ricochet right there. All right, caution out for the first time. So Justin Michael and car staying out. I'm actually going to mute my mic here for just a quick second. All right, 25 laps complete. So here we go. Let's review the pit stops. 15th on back, Jonathan Tuckness, Stephen Miles, Brandon Alphin, Dylan Rosenberg, Bryson, Lotta Sewer, Hargett, Patton, Ingram, Kim, Sam Barnes, Diego Sainz all came to pit road there. Looks like everybody but Rosenberg might have taken tires. Not sure what Devin's, or Dylan's, I should say, Lotus Operandum was there, but a 7-second pit stop. So that leaves the top 14 out here on 25 lap tires. So we'll see if they're able to hold steady here. It's one of those tracks. It's actually the only track on iRacing where technically you're going off turn 2, pace car pulls in. You could go anywhere in iRacing. Now, obviously, depending on league rules and stuff like that in this situation. But in this league, you do actually have to start in the Geico restart zone, which is right there, and we go back green. But if this was like NIS or something, I mean, you could take off down there at the back straightaway. But the ideal spot you probably want to take off is going into turn 3 on a restart so you get the inside lane and get the jump. As look at this. This is where you want to try to get that track position on fresh tires. Maciejewski pushing Dalton down into turn 3. Dalton Wilson looks like still having some linking issues there. Everybody sorting itself out here. As Michael pulls away to the 4/10 of a second lead right now over Peyton Johnson. Ooh, one car swerving back there. I think that's Wilson. Or, I'm sorry, Carter. I'm getting Dalton's mixed up now. That'll happen sometimes. 3 wide down to turn 3. Here come the fresh tires up through the field. trying to get what they can get. Maciejewski fighting with a couple of the KJD2 cars with Ladiseur right there. Dalton making the pass now. You see Bryson back here behind him. Everybody trying to get what they can get. Patton back there in the 46. There's Brian Sutphin there in a 26. About made contact with Hargett there. You see Diego Sainz, who has just projected himself to play the comeback of the year in this race. We'll have to see. There's Sainz right there in the 44. Oh, contact off Maciejewski, goes Thornton into the wall. And caution number 2 on the track. As Thornton goes head first into the outside wall. And it looked like right off the right side of Maciejewski. Not sure. I think Thornton caught the wall before coming across the track. Let's see here. Oh, he gets kind of squeezed by the 46 is what happens. Bam, into the wall hard. Nowhere to go. And, oh, here comes the strategy flipping. So let's get one more view of this from Crash Cam. Tough spot. Tough spot there. So caution number 2 is out, and now the cars that did not pit under the first caution are on pit road here. So those guys that just pitted at lap 23 have now jumped in front of the cars pitting here. And when you have a flat track like this, it's tough to pass on. This is where those strategies in the track position game you see mostly played. So already 4 cars off the track. Looks like Sparling's going to come back out. But Thornton, Ingram, Tanyan, Sutphin, Richard, Midkiff all suffering heavy damage there early in this race. All right, Diego, you think you can do it?
I have God on my side, man. I'm trying. I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna, like, of course, be hella aggressive, but I'm gonna try.
So what happened with the computer there? Did you, like, accidentally hit the power button or something? All that for?
It said it lost connection. Like, before qualifying start, I guess it was like switching over to the next session and my packets were lost somewhere, and I was like, ah.
I've had that happen before. I thought you were just saying, like, your computer, like, shut off or something. I'm like, come on.
Oh, I had to restart it, so I guess I counted it as shutting it off.
All right, man. Well, getting ready to go back green. 9th position already. You You had a couple laps there. How's it feel?
Great. I'm just gonna follow Cameron. We're gonna try to get up there. Gunslingers are gonna try to get into the top 5 again.
All right, buddy. Best of luck.
Woo!
That's better than that other sound he says. But anyways, all right. All right, getting ready for the restart. Lap number 37 as we come to the green. Stephen Miles, Lucas Strayer, Brandon Alphin, Joey Ladasor, Alex Bryson. Your top 5. Matter of fact, the first 3 rows inside are all laser racing. So they fan out 2 and 3 wide off turn 2. Now I believe, I'm just checking, doesn't show straight. Oh, are we wrecking? Oh, Peyton Johnson, contact. More cars going around. I don't see anybody spun out, though. And caution's back out. All righty, then. Well, let's see if I can find this one. This will be fun. Oh, right there. Peyton Johnson gets hooked. And somehow, that was it. Well, Peyton, who was the pole sitter last week. Oh, a little squeezer here. Justin Michael was trying to get up the middle here of the 8 and the 15. Oh, you can see Justin's already kind of wobbly here. A little ping pong off the 8 into the 15. A little sideways there. You see Pluff gets into the 87. And looks like Justin's like, hey, my bad. Let me straighten it back out. And that's what he does. Sammy B comes in with a side swipe on Pluff. And that's literally it. Wow. Great job by everybody driving there. Lucas Strayer is going to come down pit road here. I wonder if any of these other cars are going to come in maybe and get some damage fixed on that little moment of argy-bargy that brings out the third caution. Caden Atkins update for Dane Cruz as Caden runs in the 11th position. You know, Caden, and by the way, for you guys who are watching, if you look up here at the top of chat, you'll notice there's a link. That is the timing and scoring. You can click on that and open it up and get timing and scoring from this race right now. And you can see who's running where, what laps and pit stops and so on and so forth there. But it is sitting up there at the top of the stream of the chat there. That thing went jiggy. So a reminder, the Scalicast episode number 12 is out, recapping the Bristol race from this past weekend, previewing the Thermal IndyCar race this weekend, the All-Star event that they're holding, and of course, recapping all the league racing from last week and so on and so forth. You can check out that podcast now. And of course, Sean Peachin gives us a little GLSR preview in episode 13. That will likely be released tomorrow. I will not be doing much tonight after the race other than going to sleep probably. I had a very long day of work, so a longer day than expected, so I didn't get much done here. So, yeah. So it's letting you know, look for episode 13 with Sean Peachin's interview tomorrow night. Otherwise, episode 12 is out. You can check that out now on Spotify, on the iHeartMedia app, and, of course, in Podbean. So Miles Alfin, Bryson, Ladiseur, and Cam Ingram there, your top 5. Surprised Miles did not take the outside to try to get a good jump here with Alfin and get Bryson up to 3rd. But either way, here we go. About to go back green at lap 41. Good launch by Miles as he caught Alfin sleeping. Matter of fact, the whole outside line got caught sleeping. Three wide back at Caden Atkins. Had a good clean start. But these last had a couple restarts here the last few minutes. Otherwise, it's been a pretty clean race here so far. Jonathan Thomas on the chat. What is what is the theme of the podcast? Is that what you're looking for there, JT? So a mixed bag of strategy here right now as Jonathan Tuckness is the car being aggressive right now. To the top side, 3 wide for 3rd. Gonna get a little tight here. Everybody gives each other room as Tuckness, who pitted in lap 33, looking pretty good. The name, it's the Scalicast. Just type in my name with cast at the end. No, it's okay. I wanted to make sure I answer your question correctly. AB coming into the picture there. Also, the 46 is Patton. The 2 of Dalton. It's getting very tight here. As you're seeing just the different tire strategies coming into play here. Just 10 lap separation. And it seems like we're going to see tire strategy going to come in throughout this evening. And, of course, now just going green a couple laps ago. You know, we got to look at potential fuel here coming into play already to go the rest of the way. Miles has pulled away to 2-second lead. Let me correct myself. That's 7/10 of a second lead. It's 2 seconds back to Bryson. Right now, it's Tuckness 2nd. Michael up to 3rd now. Ladiseur to 4th and off into 5th. So, hey, what this 87 and 94 looking pretty good now. Tuckness I've heard about. Somebody asked earlier in chat, who is Justin Michael? I don't have a clue who Justin Michael is. He's brand new to the series. I know there's a new team, it looks like, as I scroll down here into Discord. Bandit Motorsports of Michael and Patton. So maybe it'll be one of those where maybe we'll have to do a get to know here in a second if we get another caution. And I just go down there and say hi to everybody. Appreciate the viewers. See, we're up to 18 here. Keep sharing with your friends and family. As I was talking about last night during the broadcast, my next goal, as now we've obviously got an established amount of viewers each and every night, which is awesome. My next goal is to be able to get the same people, if not a group of people, that are here every night. I know that's kind of easier said than done, but you know, because a lot of us are here to watch like a specific driver, or if it's a friend or family member or something. Otherwise, you see another league and you're like, I don't really think about these guys, so don't really care. I want to try to change that motive. All right, so the fresher tires right here pouncing on Miles. I'm sure Steven's not going to put up too much of a race here, but here comes Tuckness, here comes Michael. And of course, they caught the 24. Miles could have easily played possum here. Toughness has been running that diamond line through 1 and 2 this whole entire race. See if he dives it in here. Does not. Michael almost got his nose to the inside of that 94 there. 1, 2, 3, nose to tail. Jason Dalton up to the 4th position now. Send her in there, Tuckness. Holy moly. I think we have a slide job. No, he didn't clear him, but he sent it in there. Or actually, I'm sorry, we did have a slide job. Miles crossed him over is what happened. So Tuckness to the front. There's the 87. That rear end damage, Miles not able to hold him off, so the fresh tires to the lead. Let's go back, because they had me all confused with that pass. I was like, wait a minute here. Watch this move. I mean, I thought Tuckness was going to end up in Tucson. This is a guy here that's got a ton of starts in iRacing right here. He made the move, got the preferred groove. That's how you do it. And the way that corner is shaped up, that is like the only corner you can really do a slider on this track. Is look at this now. Michael to the inside of Tuckness. The way Tuckness is sending it into the corner, he's making the straightaways longer. He's literally driving it down to turn 1, slowing down, letting the car slide up, and then driving it straight off of turn 2. But he's missing the apex of 3 and 4, and that's allowing Michael to get to his inside here. Oh, boy. The car is just bouncing. So the only car right now, the top 7 that did not pit at lap 33 is Stephen Miles there in 3rd. Everybody else on the newer tires with this strategy right now. So that might answer some questions later on when it comes to the tires you want on your car and when here. But the good news, we still have 90 laps to go in this 150 lap race. Go back here. Tyler Pluff, Rookie of the Year last season. And Alex Bryson, 10th and 11th here. Right in front of them, Brandon Alphin in 9th. You hear some cars shifting out there. You hear some cars staying in 4th the whole time. Tyler downshift there. Trying to get that nose into some clean air a little bit. Obviously, this track very tough to pass on, especially now as you get these tires worn out just a little bit. Where you start trying to find the right groove here, of course, with this oval refresh. Go back to the front because Tuckness is not getting away from Michael at all. As a matter of fact, he had to get out of the gas there. Surprised Michael wasn't able to make a move here. And look at monkey see, monkey do, right? Everybody sliding up and doing the diamond now. Lucas Strayer, who has the freshest tires out of the group of cars here, pitted at the last caution at lap 39, making the pass on Cam Ingram, 13th position here. This is 3 cautions so far early in this race, but otherwise been clean and green. Let's jump up here because now Alphin's under attack. Clough trying to get that run, not able to do so there. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised by Stephen Miles here. Of course, he pits at lap 23 under that yellow. Everybody else is pitted either 10 laps later around him, unless you're Lucas Strayer back in 12th. And yet he is able to hold form with the leaders, while most of the other cars that pitted at lap 23 have fallen back to somewhere 8th on back. Yeah, it makes you wonder if he kind of let those guys wear their tires out, to sat back, save the right sides, and now maybe going to pounce a little bit here and try to get some track position, or at least just maintain third, with it being so important getting around here. "68 laps complete. We invite you next Wednesday to join us for race 3 of GLSR's Premier Series, presented by Downrange Transport, as we, for the second time in series history, go to Martinsville Speedway, the paper clip. I remember the last time we went there, and it was a truck series races. Ethan Gregory went down to the bottom there, almost getting loose there off of turn 2. And needless to say, there were some yellows in that race, but should be a wild one next week in Martinsville. Hopefully you'll join us around 8:45 for that, as Tuckness under attack. Let's check out telemetry here with Michael. Let's listen to the difference here between Michael and Tuckness. Tuckness staying in 4th gear right now, it looks like. You can just hear where Jonathan's able to get back to the gas quicker because of the way he's running into the corners. Look at downshifts to 3rd, almost engine braking. driving the corner straight right there. And what he does here is he's using the brake, but then he's downshifting also to help the car slow down. And that time he didn't. He kept it in fourth. You see he's starting to get back away from Michael now. I was watching on the telemetry there for a second. These two were fighting. Maciejewski was up to the 5th position. Caden Atkins 5th and 6th. And I should mention we're coming up 2 laps to go here. We did not, we did have cautions obviously, so we will not see the halfway yellow. That's back in play this season, but there is still that bonus point that comes into play for leading at halfway. Almost like a stage break, if you will, but no stage break. And right now, Tuckness looks like he's on his way to scoring this bonus point, as we'll find out here next time by. He would need something weird to happen here, obviously. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. So Jonathan Tuckness will get himself a bonus point here for leading at the halfway point. Congratulations to him on getting that. Otherwise, he's been one of the fastest cars out here tonight. He and the 87 look like are 2 cars to watch here this evening, but I've been very impressed by, of course, the way that 24 is run on the older tires. I'm impressed by that 2 car. Jason Dalton started back in 17th, and he's up to 4th as Miles tries to make the move for 2nd. Miles looks like got a little loose there coming back on the track. And clears them. So move Steven on caution is out. Trouble. Oh no. Diego Sainz. The comeback ends early. And I think Brian Sutphin might be involved. Well, this should eliminate the fuel mileage out of the race here. So, with 4th caution out, let's see what happens to the 26 and 44. Oh, netcode, and hooked into the wall goes the 44. We'll come back to this replay. Right now, leaders are on pit road. Oh, Tuckness overshot his pit stall a little bit. Race off pit road. Tuckness still got the lead. Miles going to be 2nd. Michael 3rd. Dalton Atkins, your top 5. Bully Dog Coffee Company and Media joining us from Arizona. You might have some oceanfront property there, I hear. All right, let's go back to the scuffle here, or the netcode, I should say. And let's get this from the crash cam. Ooh, big netcode. Now looked like Sutphin just towed to pit road after that. And would they have hit? I guess that's the million-dollar question here. Man, that's tough to tell. I don't think they would have. Because it looks like Sainz was starting to straighten out right here. Man, that's so hard to tell if they would have touched. And they never actually touched. Like, usually, even after the net code, you do see a little bit of contact there. I mean, they didn't even touch at all. Congratulations to Diego for getting the largest net code of the night, it looks like here. Surfing is great. All right. Coming up just past halfway, lap 82. It is that time of the night, my friends. Turn the volume up. As we come to the restart, we're going to turn it up just for you. Chieski and Pluff go around. Caution out. That actually started with Jason Dalton getting loose off of 2. And 5th yellow, and I think Devin Hargett got some damage in that, unfortunately. All right, so like I said, this wreck actually starts right here. Dalton's going to get free. I saw this on the camera. I was like, yikes. Right there, he catches it, and everybody scrambles. And they come down to the corner, and unfortunately, everybody files in to turn 3, and there's contact. Brandon Alfin with some damage. The 8 getting some damage. Yeah, let's watch it all from the crash cam this time. Watch up here, you'll see there's Dalton getting loose. And oh, right there, I didn't even see that part where Brandon got squeezed into the wall after Dalton contacted it. He gets hit again. There's Alfin getting damage. The 8 goes spinning. So poor Montieski got double the whammy. No whammies, no whammies. And Bluey took a pretty good shot there a couple times. On board with Maciejewski here. He kept it straight the whole time. I'll give him that. So obviously lap 86 here. How about Caden Atkins, who's worked his way up to 4th? How about the guy there in 5th? Earlier, he was half sideways off turn 2. After he and the 87 made contact, and now Peyton Johnson up to the 5th position. Jason Dalton still there, 7th. We definitely have seen some comers and goers in this race. Didn't even notice this, but it looks like Scott Patton has taken his car behind the wall, the 46. So we've got a pretty good amount of cars out of the race here. From Midkiff, Tanya Sutphin, Jacob Thornton, Cedric Ingram, Scott Patton, Brian Sutphin, Diego Sainz. That's what, 7 of 29 cars. So a quarter of the field out of the race here as we get ready to go back at it here. In the desert, Phoenix Raceway, Virtual and iRacing. Appreciate all the viewers watching us here as we come to the green flag. Tuckness leading them. As Miles and Michaels battle. Tuckton is trying to get away here. Caden Atkins starting to get back into a rhythm here. 4th position for that 56 car. He's a multi-time winner in this series, but of course it's been a little while after some time off here since he's gotten his last win. And I'm sure that 56 would feel pretty honored to be back in victory lane again. I mean, you got to go back to the truck series. The last time he was in victory lane. Oh, and now he dusts the wall off. And how about Ethan Gregory, this 25 car? Carhartt Toyota looking solid here. Can anyone run with Tuckness tonight so far? He's been the fastest car out here. As Bryson gets the wall off for 4 that time. Oh, Sammy, hold on there, buddy. Sammy B. Sam Van Barnsbergen with the save there off of turn 2 in the WeatherTech 22. As battle here with Pluff and Peach in the 39 and 69. Brandon Alphen there in that United Reynolds 21. Looks like he's got most of his nose damage fixed from that contact, but trying to work his way back up through the field now. And, oh, Peyton and Dalton almost getting together. Here we go. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of Dalton. We got Dalton Designs, Dalton Logging Supplies. I mean, are these actual companies? I got to check with Jason on this. Or is this like a Spaceballs type thing where you got Spaceballs to bumper sticker, Spaceballs to C-post sticker? .97 laps in the books. I would think another 10 laps, 15 laps. Probably see these cars back on pit road, another set of tires on. Well, you got to wonder how much further from here. Is it 30? Is it 40 laps? Say 120, 130. Where do you start looking at the two-tire stop maybe becoming an option, or trying to get track position of some kind? Yes, here comes off into the inside of Peachin. Atkins putting that pressure on the 87. Dalton still holding on with Peyton Johnson there behind him and Alex Bryson. Johnson sends it in there topside here. Gonna try to stay to that right rear if he can. He should be able to get the run off of 2 here. Dalton gives him the room. Dalton sends it in there, though. Cross back under, some contact. Yeah. Short track racing, boys. Oh, now a wreck. That's not short track racing. And that's tempers flaring. Let's say that was good until it wasn't. Caution out. Who is that goes? Oh, it's a lot of Sora goes through. Yeah, that looks like just simple misjudgment. I mean, I'm thinking that Dalton probably easily thought that Peyton was going to go down to the apron here, and he didn't. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember in iRacing, the spotters don't sit there and say, hey, he's on you tight or whatever here. All they say is car low. And car low goes from anywhere from the dog leg to the bottom of the apron. I mean, you can't rule out anything here, but my initial thought, obviously, right here. is it looks like Dalton's just trying to go into the dog leg. I mean, let me know if you agree with that. I mean, I don't know. That, I think I'm allowed to say this, right? Anti-short track racing. All right, 47 laps to go, and we had some cars come to pit road. Dalton Carter, Sam Barnes, Brandon Alphin. Oh, while we're under caution, 46 laps to go. I guess this gives me the opportunity here. Let's jump down into one channel here where the problem. Well, actually, only one of them's here now. So let's go down here to the Bandit Motorsports channel. I'm going to come and evade Dirt channel. I want to see if they really get the new treatment here. I see some soda, some beer. Oh, yeah, looking good here. Justin Michael, hello, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good. So my viewers were asking, who the hell are you? And your partner that was with you.
Oh, we're just a bunch of nobodies. That's all.
Well, welcome to the club. All right.
He got wrecked out, unfortunately. But no, I found this league a couple days ago, maybe over the weekend, something like that, and just like put a couple dollars in, see if we'll win some money at the end of the year, and really competitive though. I'm very, very surprised. We got these two guys in front of me, man. They got some good iRating. Some guys in the back got some good iRating. It's really clean, so it's fun. I'm having a blast.
How's the obviously the track? How you feeling about the car? You got a chance here that 94's looked pretty good with his interesting line he's running.
I doubt it. I hate this track. I'm really bad here. I'm okay in the trucks, but that's about it.
We love honesty. We love honesty. Hey man, best of luck.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Justin Michael. That's straightforward. I'm not good here. All right, coming back to the green, 45 laps to go. Ooh, Tuckness, a little spin of the tires. It's a good launch. Racing going to really start to pick up here, and we'll have to keep an eye on Alphin and those guys with the new tires to see what they can do here. There's Brandon back there in that 21 car. As Miles under attack, Caden Atkins to his inside. Ladisor coming into the play. Here's Lucas Strayer about yeeted himself through the dog leg. Devin Ramsey apparently is now a reporter for that kids NASCAR channel or something on YouTube. Three wide, Alphin with the tires. He's up to ninth already. He's working with it right now. How far can he get, though, before they plateau a little bit here? Kind of runs into a roadblock there in front of him with the 25. Often not afraid to go outside the box, and in a series where it's win and get in to the playoffs. I mean, what a sneaky move this could be, as if this ends up being the last caution, and Alphen takes the fresh tires to the lead, to the outside of Bryson for 5th. High, wide, and handsome. All right, maybe not the handsome part, but high and wide. All jokes aside, high, wide, and handsome through the corner. Just rolling through from 9th to 3rd in 3 laps. This is a bold strategy, Cotton. Back here. Sammy B, 12th position. I don't know if he realized he was not clear there, but he just pulled a slider on Pluff and there was no room. I don't think Sammy would realize he would never be able to pull that off again, probably. Crossover on Maciejewski. Well, Barnes getting a little drivey here. Hey, and he pitted at 102, so he's got some freshies. Alphen up to 2nd as he passed Michael, and here he comes on Tuckness. Oh, Tuckness catching the outside wall off turn 4. And clear. 21 to the front. Brandon Alphen with the 4 fresh tires. Clears the 94s. Caden Atkins gets loose. And now caution. This is not what Alphen wanted to see. Tyler Pluff over here in turn 2. Last year's Rookie of the Year, going for a spinneroonie. Oh, Barnes. Oh, my. Poor Cam. Oh, Cam gets down in a Pluff and sends him for a lazy slide. Leaders all coming to pit road. You see Alphen and Barnes have stayed out. Everybody else to pit road here. Good news there. Peyton Johnson has been checked and cleared from the infield care center. Sammy.
Who?
Sammy, you. The only Sammy I know.
What's up, Captain?
Hey, you want to go hit the pace car now?
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Did
I pit because I was slow, and then I was bored, so I said, "Screw it, we're going full steam." and there may have been some collateral damage here and there, but we sent it.
Yeah, you might have sent the 5 car to Tucson.
Yeah, I did apologize. It did not. I also hit. Who else did I hit? I gave Brandon a good little love tap too, and the
Probably
93.
gave Tyler Pluff a heart attack too.
Yeah, no, I make no denials of the antics I've been doing. So, but don't worry, recompense is coming. I'm on old tires, and everyone's about to kill me because I was not treating those Goodyears nicely. So,
what was that word?
Recompense.
I need a
Don't
thesaurus.
you come on? We used to use these large words, and we did a podcast together.
No, you did.
Well, I was teaching you.
I think the words I used were like hi.
Something like that. But yeah, no, we're we lost some KJD2 and KJD22 cars, so I've been trying to carry the banner, trying to make some moves, make SVG proud, but as they say, it's time to die.
Well, all right. Well, best of luck there, and I'm sure you're watching the stream. I'm actually your double foul, so you're going green. So good luck.
All right, see you, man.
You too. Sam Barnes about to go green, restart in second, and best advice to him is to hold on tight. As he and Brandon Alphin going to lead him to the green. At least he knew he did wrong. I was going to try to show him the slider he pulled on Pluff, because, I mean, he literally fit it between 2 cars. It was kind of funny. All right, so the top 2 with tires 14 laps older than the guys behind them. Look for Tuckness to potentially send this one. All right, stacking up 3-4 wide in the back. And Tuckness decides to go to the top. And here comes Caden Atkins to the bottom. Oh, he's sideways. Hold on. Oh, no, and he hits the 87. They save it. Somebody's got more carnage. As now Dalton Carter is wrecked with Ethan Gregory. No caution. And Ethan is hanging out over there. And he's going to tow back to pit road. We stay green. And now caution is out. Cam Ingram. That was a lot. So we went to a race in Phoenix and WrestleMania broke out. Cam gets a little tight there off of 2. Uh-oh. Yeah, the old 3 wide move. Oh, no, don't hook it back. Eesh. At least he had to clap on nose, which is good. And caution is out. Justin Michael coming to pit road. Funny, you said a little bit ago it was a clean league, and then all of a sudden he gets tattooed down the straightaway. Poor guy. Initiation for him. Cam probably had no clue he was 3 wide there. Ouch. All right, let's go back to the restart because this just got nuts. Or you know, we're in the West, right? I do have this dirt track term I've once learned now. This race went Western. So Mike, you're tucking this up to the outside wall. There goes the 56 trying to get the lead. He's all kinds of sideways trying to catch it. Finally does catch it. Still trying to catch it. Still trying to catch it. Then he gets a bad angle into the corner. 8 wheels turn better than 4 right here. Still 8 wheels turn better than 4. Finally they straighten it back out. There's the 25 getting loose down there in the bottom. He's going to come back up and he's going to clip the 3, the 3 over there. Apparently he didn't know that somebody was below him. And then down here into the corner, the 3 wide move into contact, and Cam overcorrects, and ouch. All right, so the Phoenix Skyline would normally be out there, but yeah. Hey, appreciate the viewers tonight. Hopefully you've enjoyed the broadcast in the race. If so, you can hit that subscribe button and be a part of all the broadcast each and every night. I think I saw us get up to close to 20 viewers, if not pretty close to it. So appreciate everybody joining us here. And you think this is wild. We go to Martinsville next week. I'm probably going to have 1 or 2 bottles of water sitting over here next to me. So I'm probably going to need it. All right, so Jonathan Tuckton is now the leader, I believe. Yeah, he's going to be the control car, it looks like here. Brandon Alphin second, Alex Bryson third, Stephen Miles. And Bluey is up to 5th after spitting earlier. Alphin with not another, or I should say another bad restart. I can get my English right. He's going to fall all the way back to the 5th position already. As Stephen Miles up to 2nd, Maciejewski up to 3rd. You know how they say the magnets always find each other? 3rd place, Maciejewski. 4th place, Lucas Strayer. Not that I'm overplaying drama here, but, you know. I am a media guy, I guess, right? Ooh, Alphin scraping the wall up a little bit. He and AB falling back a little bit as here comes Ladasor. Sean Peachin into the battle. Atkins still fighting. Front 5, front 6, single file. First battle is going to be right back here with Sean Peachin and Caden Atkins. It's a battle for 7th. Pluff right there behind them. Peachin with a little bit of a slider there through the corner. Tucking this out to 1.2 seconds. Now, I'm trying to think here. I know Tuckness has raced here before. And he's had success, but to my knowledge, I do not think if Brewer's here, he'd have my answer. I do not think Jonathan Tuckness has a win in this series. Though he's been fast. But Miles 1.2 seconds back. Maciejewski 0.6 back of him. Lucas Stringer about 0.2 back, and Joey Ladisor right there with him, and so is Alex Bryson. Well, when I say the first time, Josh, I mean with the trucks too, because he was in the truck series before. So 17 to go. These guys kind of spreading out just a little bit. Ladisor trying to get that run on Strayer down into turn 1. You see Miles kind of climbing the track, trying to get that diamond going a little bit. No, I mean in general in GLSR. Because he does not have a truck win to my knowledge, if I remember correctly. And then obviously this is the second race in the Premier Series. As Pluff goes up to 7th now, so good comeback for him after being involved in that spin. Should mention Justin Michael back up to 9th after his contact earlier with the 56. And a slide. Oh, Michael pulled the slider and Peachin had to run coming through the corner. And welcome in, new guy. Tuckton is still 1.3 up on Miles, who's got about a second on Maciejewski. Coming to 13 laps to go. Jonathan, you could argue, has been one of the fastest cars all night, and he has shown it in this race. You can hear him kind of downshifting at times and doing different kind of things in the car. I pointed out last week, he's a teammate now with Peyton Johnson and a part of Peyton's team. The CMR bunch. And, you know, Peyton showed me the numbers of Tuckness' stat line, and this is something that I could have like 3 or 4 lives, and I will never have numbers like this in iRacing. This is ovals only, by the way, and this was going into last week. 11,353 starts, 2,719 wins. He's got 3,700 poles, nearly 6,500 top 5s. So he is top 5 over half of his 11,000 starts. That's pretty impressive in itself. Jonathan Tuckness has ran a lot of races, and the caution comes out. As Luke Simonson has gone around over here in turn 1 and 2. And this is going to be interesting now. Uh-oh. Sam. Oh! Sammy got another one. They both go down. Sam goes way down to the bottom here. He's going to try to get the angle into turn one. I don't know if I can fully put that on Sam. All right, so caution's out. Who has tires? Who doesn't? Blaine Sparley getting away, Brown. I think everybody's out of tires. And you got what you got the rest of the way here. So again, appreciate all the viewers for joining us here from Phoenix tonight. Again, next week it's Martinsville as race number 3. We invite you to join us at 8:45 Eastern Time. And, of course, episode 13 of the podcast, the Scalicast, will be released tomorrow. It's episode 12, featuring a recap of Bristol. We also talked a little bit about the 12 Hours of Sebring on there, the IndyCar Thermal race coming up this weekend, our league recaps, and so much more, our picks for the week. You got to check out the Scalicast. Make sure you do so. Appreciate everybody who's been a part of that, by the way, too, with all the subscribers and downloads and stuff. Very thankful for all of that. For everybody who watches on YouTube, who subscribes to the podcast. And obviously doing everything we can to try to grow it. And, I've had a lot of advice from people, and I do appreciate it, and I want to do some more work to it, just haven't had the opportunity to yet. But first, we got to get to the finish of this race, which we'll see the green with 6 laps to go. Are we done wrecking? Tuckness looking to go to victory lane. Miles looking to win another one. Tuckness in first gear with older tires. This ought to be interesting, because he's going to be in the middle of a corner in first gear, so he's going to light him up. But obviously with all the starts he has, he probably has a lot of experience doing this. Maciejewski there in third, Lucas Strayer fourth, and Joey Ladassor, your top 5 into the restart zone now. And there they go. Maciejewski, good start there from third. Miles trying to get the run. Ladassor trying to get a run. Here comes Michael to the inside of Bryson. Everybody keeping it clean so far. Down to turn 3 and 4s. Will come to 4 to go. Can anybody touch Tuckness? 3 to go. Half a second separating Tuckness from Maciejewski. Miles right there behind him. Strayer there and side by side. Pluff and Bryson. Pluff's going to clear him and in contact with Atkins. Floorboard Deep. That's a Twitch channel name for you. Through 3 and 4. Tuckness, one more lap, one more mile to go. That McConey setting up shop Toyota. Down the back straightaway, pretty much single file all the way around is Jonathan Tuckness. Going to bring the 94 through 3 and 4. And scorch the desert and go to victory lane here in Phoenix, holding off Maciejewski. Stephen Miles, Lucas Strayer. And Joey Ladisor. And for Jonathan, he does a great job in pulling the dominant race here. And is returned back to GLSR. I would think he's probably good at the donut thing too. Well, this is it. You can tell he's got practice at this. Luke's like, well, I haven't seen this one before. Hey, out of the way. As he parks it there in Victory Lane. An impressive little burnout there of his. As Tuckness wins and Maciejewski comes back to second. Lucas Strayer, or Stephen Miles third. Lucas Strayer fourth. And Joey Ladisor finishes fifth with Justin Michaels sixth. Tyler Pluff seventh. Alex Bryson finishing in the 8th position. Caden Atkins 9th. And Sean Peachin finishing in the top 10. Dylan Rosenberg 11th. Devin Hargett 12th. Brandon Alphin 13th. Tyler Brewer, Sam Barnes 14th and 15th. And the rest of your 29 starters. Carter 16th. Lucas Simonson 17th. Blaine Sparling 18th. Welcome back, by the way, Blaine. Cam Ingram 19th. Ethan Gregory 20th, Peyton Johnson 21st, Jason Dalton 22nd, Jacob Thornton 23rd, Diego Sainz 24th, Brian Sutphin 25th, Scott Patton 26th, Cedric Ingram 27th, Tanya Sutphin, and Richard Midkiff. Weren't able to say any jokes about him tonight. Disappointing. 29th position for Richard. Sorry to see that, buddy. All right, let's talk to our top 3 finishers. Starting with, oh boy, the ring's open. Stephen Miles, as he joins us here, man. Obviously, Stephen, good race there for you. Obviously, I know it was tough to do a three-peat. Some new drivers in here, and of course, Tuckness looked like might have been the car to watch tonight, but you were able to hold up there in the top 3, even at one point with a little bit older tires, and continue a good start to your season.
Yeah, it was a good race. Yeah, Tuckness was a class of the field. I mean, he the driver of the field, really, if you look at his stats and his record. So just to be able to hold up with him, and it was somebody else up there I was just riding with. But I felt like I could have got him on a long run, how I set my car up. I really thought I thought we were gonna have lots of green flag runs, man. I really thought so. We didn't even get green flag pit stops in, but it was an awesome show. Wish we didn't get that last restart there, because I knew if you ain't on the bottom, I knew Brandon was gonna get me. And we had some speed, man. I tried some new stuff out today, and it was good on the long run. Just took about 10 laps to kick in, so I'll take that, man. Top three.
All right, so I'm going to throw a little weird question out, okay? Because obviously you and I know what happened yesterday, and I'm sorry to bring that up, but how hard was it for you to come back when you're in a tough battle like that mentally and get into a race like this?
That's what it. This year has been ups and downs
Right.
every single day. So it's hard. It kind of messed with me. I mean, I've been down from last night and today, and just talking to my teammates. I'm just like I told them, it's a whole different league, whole different battle. I just try to put my emotions to the side. Exhausted. I'm getting burnt out, but
Oh,
once I get in the race car, man, it's like I'm in tunnel vision. So yeah, it was hard, man. Casey deserved to win that championship, and Tucker deserved to win tonight. I mean, he's one of the top drivers in iRacing. So
right.
hell of a job for that team, and I'm proud of my team for coming through, and hopefully we could keep with this momentum, man. Keep going.
Seemed like he had the diamond in 1 and 2 down pat.
Yeah,
That was pretty tough, it looked like.
yeah. I ain't really run down there with those guys. I ain't really. I mean, I wasn't really driving hard or trying to get somewhere, so I just let him run that line until, I mean, the last 30, 40 laps is when I started doing the same thing he was doing, just to see if I could make up something in the early run. But yeah, he has, short tracks figured out. That's Mr. Short Track. So I'm just glad I was able to just race with him, and I learned some things from him. I'm just gonna take that and put it in the bank, and hopefully get my short track craft, which, I mean, this kind of ain't a short track, but yeah, get my racing craft better, man, and be a better driver.
Good job, man. Well, congratulations on third, and send some shout-outs.
Appreciate you, best broadcaster out, man. Everybody go check out that Scholarcast, man. The podcast that just dropped last night. With our I guess Sean Peach and the admin of this league, and you don't want to miss that. And shout out to my teammates, AB, Brandon. Um, I don't know, man. I'm so exhausted. Thank God, thank my girlfriend, and thank everybody in the league, man, for putting on a hell of a show, man. See y'all next week.
Go to sleep. You only got 1, 2, 3, 4. You only got like a week and a half more racing to go before you get a break.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm counting down. I'm gonna take a trip and just try to get away for a little bit.
What was that? You want to run a 12-hour this weekend?
No, sir. No, sir. My next endurance is gonna be the Indy 500 for Daniels, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Wow. All right. Breaking news right there. Breaking news. So, great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, you too. Stephen Miles finishing into third position. That reminds me, I'm supposed to release some breaking news to the field tonight, so hopefully everybody sticks around because I got a surprise for everybody. Let's talk to our second place finisher, Brandon Maciejewski, who, what a great run there, man. What a comeback after, well, Bluey took a little bit of a beating there on one wreck, but otherwise he fought back, and man, you were able to work some strategy and get yourself back up at the top 5 and a second place finish.
Yeah, another P2, man. It's apparently the motto this year is going to be it's not about where you start, it's how you finish. So we're gonna keep that going, I guess.
I hear that's a popular one, by the way. But no, honestly, a great start to your season so far with the P2s. But talk about the fighting there through the field, because obviously passing was tough, as we talked about before the race with this track, and you were able to use the tire strategy there mid race, and then unfortunately fell back with the accident, and I know it wasn't easy.
Oh, it definitely wasn't easy, but I can definitely say that a lot of these guys, this field is absolutely strong. These guys are great drivers, real close, door to door, a little bit of beating and banging. We're bouncing off each other, the shorter tracks and everything, but there seems to be a lot of respect out there, and everybody's trying to get through, and we just want to have good battles, good races, and good finishes.
Well, great job tonight, man. Obviously up 21 spots, hardest worker in the field tonight, getting up those 21 positions, and another great night. You and Miles, obviously, with a great start points-wise, and obviously just one short of victory lane, which I think will be coming pretty quickly for you if you keep it up.
Yeah, it was tough out there when I got behind Jonathan. He's really quick and probably one of the best guys at running shorter tracks. So just to kind of be up there and take a little bit of note on his driving style and see how fast he is. But he's a teammate. I mean, obviously, I don't want to race a teammate too hard, but I never got to his bumper to actually give him anything. So, but kudos to him on the win. And Miles, great racing. He just had a really bad restart there at the end, and we were able to kind of just set sail and try to hold him off.
Well, great job tonight, and congratulations. Send some shout-outs.
Hey, all right. First off, we're going to give a shout-out to Captain Esports Network. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the Captain Esports Network. So if you guys haven't followed them, go follow them there. Shout out to GLSR and Sean and all the admin team for keeping the lights on, like I said last week. And shout out to my wife that puts up with me for telling her, hey, 9 o'clock, I got a race to go.
I know that feeling, dude.
But yeah, shout out to the team, everybody at CMR, Country Metal Racing. You know, these guys, they're great. When we're struggling, we're helping each other out. We're trying to figure out how to be faster together. And I think that's just going to create that little bit of difference. I think this season, personally for me, is we have that competitive drive, but we also have that learning aspect where everybody's getting better every race. So just going to keep doing the thing, and we'll go at them again next week.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations. Your money's in the mail for the compliment, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
You too, buddy. Brandon Montieski finishing in the second position tonight, so great job on his part. As we're going to go to victory lane, and I'm still trying to fact check this. I believe it is his first victory in this series, and I'm going to bring him up here and find out right now as Jonathan Tuckness joins us here. JT, help me out here for a second. I know you ran trucks. Obviously, you never got a win in that part, did you?
This league, I got a dub at Darlington.
You did win a race. Okay, so second win.
One.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was trying to remember. I'm like, man, I don't remember Tuckness going to victory lane. I knew you raced well, obviously, but no. Well, hey, welcome to victory lane on the B car side.
Hey, thank you, man. This is one of my favorite tracks. Like, I've got 3 favorites, and this is one of the 3. So I'm glad that it worked out in my favor.
Wait a minute, 11,000 starts. I would think you'd have more than 3 favorites.
No, 11,000 starts, and most of those are 3 tracks.
Well, talk about the racing game, because I mean, the one thing I saw from you is just how you were able to diamond 1 and 2. Obviously, you've got a lot of laps here, so that helps. But just talk about how you were able to make that work.
The big thing was the practice laps and finding a brake bias that didn't piss the thing off on entry. Pardon my French. If you go in there and stomp on the brake and kick the rear end out, then by the time you're ready to get back the throttle, you're just spinning the rear tires. So I fought chasing a brake bias that I wouldn't have to really adjust too much in the race, so I could just focus on hitting the line. And then I was shifting in turns 3 and 4 or coming to the line, and I don't know who else was. Everybody I've talked to says they were not. I feel like that kept some drive in the right rear that I could get back to the throttle in 1 and 2, put that diamond on it, put a lot of wheel into it, get the right front hot, but I wasn't killing the right front coming to the line. So just trying to manage both ends of the track. I think that's what paid off.
And of course, that's 2 different ends that race different there. And I noticed, obviously, and there were a couple cars I heard out there shifting, but the one thing that I caught from you was just how you were able to just straight line it off of turn 2. And you were able to pretty much go to the throttle quicker, full throttle wise. But the other thing that kind of caught my eye was that battle with Miles about mid race, and I was actually riding on the doorpost of Miles, and all of a sudden here comes a flash of the 94 to the inside, and when you throw the slider and he crosses you back, and I'm like, what in the world just happened?
I think we got to a point. where we were expecting a caution fest, and it was a little bit, but it could have been worse. And both of us just had the mindset that we got to be P1. Like, you can't fall back to P5 or it's game over. And I think that we just, I fought the same thing with Justin earlier. I was like, I got to be in front of this guy because I'll never catch him.
Yeah, you guys put on a great race. You and Justin did at one time, and then obviously you and Miles, a few others, and well, great job, man. Good dominant effort. And send some shout outs to whoever you like to.
D-Dub Button Box, it is a defunct official button box company. However, it is the finest button box I have, and it's served me 10,000 of my 11,000 starts. So maybe talking back into building. Other than that, this league, these guys are fantastic, and letting me come back in and mix it up is. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Martinsville. Let's go.
You just reminded me of like watching the WWE Network on Peacock when you watch an old show that has like. The WCW has like the old number they used to have, and down at the bottom it says previously recorded show, phone doesn't exist anymore. That just reminded me of that right there. Great job tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Jonathan Tuckness, the winner here tonight at the Phoenix Raceway. Congratulations to him. His second league win of all time, but here first, obviously, in the Premier Series sides. Congratulations to him as, yeah, great job. So, obviously, I kind of made the tease to it earlier. It's been a little bit of a longer day, so I really didn't think of it during a race, as obviously it was a race going on. I'm going to put it over in the Captain Discord page. I'll put it in GLSR, and I'm going to throw it in all the other chats here tonight. So I made a comment in chat earlier, and I said that we were going to plan something for my birthday. My birthday is a good way of covering up the date when I say it like this. My birthday is April 8th. For those who don't know what April 8th is this year, it is the solar eclipse. And not too many broadcasters I know to my knowledge are in the range of the eclipse. Obviously there might be, and that'd be cool to see them. But it just happens to be ironic that Monday is also my day off of work. So, what better way to do this for everybody? Because obviously it's going to be a certain amount of people that are able to see this live. So, on Monday, April 8th, you're going to see the eclipse. For those who are interested, I'm going to stream it on YouTube, on my phone, for you to watch with me from Indiana, where I'm at right now. So, share it with your friends. I'll get a link up early for everybody to be able to see it. And for those who are science happy and stuff like that, it's be my way to kind of let you see something that you only get to see once every... what, we have one about 10 years ago, I think, if I remember correctly, and then there's not another one in 2044. So we're not going to get another one until we're like 50. So let's enjoy this one together. So on the stream, April 8th, Monday afternoon, I think it's like 3 o'clock. I think they're expected it. As soon as I get the time, I'll let you know. But on my phone, I will stream to everyone the solar eclipse from where I'm at, so you can enjoy it with me. So we'll do it all. So anyways, there you go. Big announcement. I'll put it all in chat. For those who like that kind of thing, you can enjoy it. Be my only time probably I'll ever get to enjoy this experience. So figured let's all do it together. So, all right, let's head out. Congratulations to Jonathan Tuckness on getting the win here tonight at Phoenix. Congratulations to the field on a fantastic race. Had a few cautions, but that happens in racing. Big shout out to Downrange Transport for sponsoring the Premier Series, to Sean Peach and everyone from GLSR for allowing us to broadcast. And make sure you get signed up, by the way, for the SRX and Truck Series, which is going to be kicking off here shortly. Those races will be over on Extreme Sim TV here starting shortly, I believe at the beginning of the month. So looking forward to that. All right, let's head out. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. And always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
copyrighted broadcast may not be produced, reused, or retransmitted in any form without the authorized written consent of Captain Esports Network. Captain would like to thank all of his loyal fans for their continued support, and he hopes you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The following is a special presentation. From the Captain Esports Network.